Hi, my name is Trevor Mannion and I will be your kayaking instructor for the day. I will be teaching you the skills you will need to go whitewater kayaking. You will learn how and why different strokes are done, as well as some safety tips and what to wear so you will stay warm and dry during your first kayaking experience.
So surely they'll fall. So everybody move over. No sir, don't worry at all. When I break the mold and shake the whole game, so surely they'll fall.
Don't you figure it's a little bit twisted, this mold? They get
so everybody move over. No sir, don't worry at all. When I break the mold and shake the whole game, so surely they'll fall.
Don't you figure it's a little bit twisted, this mold that gets rotated? In most cases don't say, but we're still listening.
As you can see here, I'm getting into my kayak. To get into your kayak, you go feet first, slide your feet up in the cushioned foot area, and then slowly slide your bum into the seat and your knees up under the thigh braces. Once securely in the boat, you tighten the backrest so that it's secure and so that you're nice and secure in the boat. Next, you put the skirt on. To put the skirt on, you start at the back of the boat, flip the rubber band around the skirt under the cockpit of the kayak, and pull forward. Once the front of the skirt is on the boat, you work the sides on so that you have a nice watertight seal. While doing this, you need to ensure that the yellow tab at the front of the skirt is not in the kayak so that if you fall out of if you flip your kayak, you can easily get out. Once in your kayak with your skirt on, you grab your paddle, and one way to get in is to just slide off the dock. You need a little more skill, a little more balance, but you just pop off into the water and you're in. Now that we're in the water, what we can work on is our forward stroke. Having a good forward stroke will make whitewater paddling a lot easier. For a good forward stroke, you want to start at your toes and move your paddle in the water from your toes to your hips, no further. Just from your toes to your hips, nice and powerful, not too fast, but just a good strong stroke, and that will keep you going in a straight line with lots of power so that you can cross through the eddies as well as get upstream or downstream and away from danger. Now that we've gone over a few of the basics such as paddling in a straight line, we'll talk a little bit about where you can go whitewater kayaking. Just about anywhere there's a river, you can go whitewater kayaking. You should only go at a spot that is safe for you and is at your ability level. You don't want to go anything too technical because you can get hurt very easily. When you go in whitewater kayaking, you need to make sure you have a friend or a buddy with you. Someone that can help save you if you get trapped, and same for them. If they get stuck, you can help get them out of a situation. It needs to be a safe sport, and it is a safe sport as long as you take the proper precautions, making sure you have the right equipment as well as the knowledge on how to get down the river. If you decide you want to take your whitewater skills a step further, you can take a vacation where you go whitewater kayaking every day. You can do this in such locations around the world as Mexico, Costa Rica, the US, and our beautiful country, Canada. There are many guiding companies that will even take you whitewater kayaking if you have no experience at all. A good way to learn is to take a trip with your family to one of these locations and get some instruction. Learn how to do it. They'll give you the skills that you need so that you can do it when you come back home from your vacation. When on the river, it can be hard to hear instructions, so we use our paddles and our hands to communicate with each other. The side of the river that I am on is river right, and the other side is river left. We orient river right and river left by the water flow. River right is on the right side of the river if you are looking downstream, and the same concept applies to river left. River right and river left stay constant no matter which way I am facing.
So surely they'll fall. So everybody move over. No sir, don't worry at all. When I break the mold.
If I put my paddle or my arm straight up in the air, it means come ahead or you are good to go. If I point my paddle in this direction, it means come over to river right, and if I point my paddle in this direction, it means go to river left. When using a paddle to communicate where you want a paddler to go, it is critical that you don't point where you don't want them to go. Always point where you want them to go. When I put my paddle above my head like this, it means stop or don't come. If there's a big emergency, I will wave my paddle from side to side, and this means that you pull over and get out of your boat immediately. It looks like this. This will usually be done if somebody is flipped, or if there's a big waterfall coming, or a big set of dangerous rapids that we don't want you to go down. Another good signal is this. I pat the top of my head, and this means that I am okay. This is usually done when one flips out of their boat and ends up swimming down the rapids. All signals that are given must be returned with the same signal to show that it is understood. Another key concept in whitewater paddling is the sweep stroke. The sweep stroke is what turns your boat. As you can see here, I'm doing a sweep stroke. To do a sweep stroke, you start with your paddle at your toes, and you make a C shape going all the way back to the back of your boat. When doing it, you want to use your entire upper body, not just your arms, to move the paddle. Also make sure that your paddle blade is fairly high in the water and that you're not doing a very deep stroke. It's a very shallow stroke that is used to spin your boat. Now we're doing a backward sweep. You start at the back of your boat, move in a C shape with your paddle to your toes. Since these boats are very flat and short, they spin very easily. So one or two sweeps can make you do an entire 360-degree turn. In whitewater kayaking, so that you don't flip on the river, you need to make sure that you're always leaning downstream. To do this, you separate your upper and lower body, flick your hips to one side, and use your paddle to stabilize yourself. This will make it so that the water travels under your boat and not over your boat, which will flip you.